Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to be trying some stuff from a recent Ulta purchase. Not all of it is new. A few things actually are. And I'm curious to see what they're like. I'm only going to show you the application for the products that I just bought. And because this would be forever long, get ready with me because you know how much I talk, right? Right? Okay. I have been hearing good things about this. This is the Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer, and it's green. Okay, so I feel like I have okay, you're gonna look at me and you're saying, you're crazy. But there are days that I wake up and I have like rosiness in all the right places and I feel like a cherub cheek, 12-year-old. And then there are days that I wake up and I have redness in all the wrong places and I don't feel as fantastic. So I'm using this. I'm not going to be using a lot of it, just a little bit to kind of neutralize some of that. So I'm just going to start out with a little blob, this slightly smaller than half a pea, and hit the areas where I feel like I have redness normally. This is not green at all. I was worried it's going to be too green. The other thing is I noticed that when I wear, brighter colors like this pink, it also brings out more of the rosiness in my face. I think I'm just gonna slather this on. This feels good. All right, more. That might be too much. So my goal normally is to not add another step to my makeup, and primer is usually the one that I try not to add. But if it's gonna do something that really makes a difference for my skin, the way that I like at the end, the way that it all comes together, I will do it. Because I have been using a mattifying primer around my nose so that certain foundations stay all day without kind of breaking up in my glowy area. And if this can really make a difference in the long-term, look of stuff, if I feel like I have less overall redness coming through, that would be great. I definitely feel like I used too much. I ended up taking a damp sponge, it doesn't have anything on it, a clean damp sponge, and trying to pick up any excess over the top of my face because it was feeling a little too glassy, a little too glowy, and I wasn't sure how well my makeup would wear for the entire day. But I'm interested to see if I feel like I have a little bit less rosiness peeking through in the areas I don't want to be rosy after I get my foundation on. So I picked this up from NYX. This is kind of a new-ish product. This is their Thick It, Stick It brow mascara. I normally, even when I'm using a tinted brow gel, I usually put a little pencil, like to fill in, especially right here, like some of the gaps I have in my eyebrows. But I want to see what this can do all on its own. This also has fibers in it. It's supposed to be lengthening and kind of volume boosting to what you already have, which I love. And let's see what happens. I have the shade Cool Ash Brown. Oh, I'm intimidated. It's kind of a big wand. I'm used to brow wands being smaller. This almost looks like a mascara wand. Okay. I'm gonna take off the excess on the end here. Cross your fingers. All right. So I'm gonna start over here on my brow that needs the most. And I always, even with products, especially with fiber products, I always back comb. Oh my. Oh no. Because I like getting product on the front and the back side of the hairs. This is a great way to do it. Just start by doing this, and it looks a little crazy. I feel like I'm gonna have to roll some of this off on the back of my hand. Dude, look at that. That's a lot. Okay, so I want a mostly product-free brush at this point. Oh, I still have stuff in here, and a lot of it. Okay, so I cleaned it off as much as possible because at this point, I want to be able to just direct the brows in the place where I want them. Help! Send help! I don't know what I'm doing. These brows are a little crazy. Okay, I need a clean spoolie. Okay, clean-ish, that'll work. And I'm just gonna see, I feel like the more I'm using the brush to kind of directionally place the hairs where I want them, I feel like I got a good, boy, and this sets fast. I don't know if this is the product for me, and I'm kind of worried to do the other side because this is really intense, but maybe I'll grow to love it. I'm gonna keep using it, before I give you like an official review. But, oh, I'm nervous. And this eyebrow, being that it is the more voluminous sister, I feel like, you know, it's definitely can get darker and more fuzzy brown caterpillary than the other one. I really feel like this formula, it dries pretty quickly, and I feel like it definitely has some pretty serious hold, more than I was expecting. I feel like I need to reserve judgment until I can use this in tandem with a brow pencil. So I'm gonna throw in, and I usually like to put the pencil in first. I feel like I especially need some like right in this area. I'm curious to keep trying this, but I need to figure it out. I feel like it started drying super quickly on me, and then I felt like, you know, as I was back combing, I was leaving them in weird places, and it was harder to kind of get them where they need to go. So maybe I don't need to back comb with this, but I think for me, this would apply better if the spoolie was smaller, because it's got a serious big brush on there. And for my thin eyebrows, especially like over in this area, it was a little too big and luscious, and I need something a little smaller and a little bit more precise. Fenty recently came to Ulta, and I have been for the longest time curious about their cream products. So this is their Cheeks Out Cream Blush. I have the shade Strawberry Drip. It's very, ooh, it feels nice. But this, I didn't think it was this orange. I remember seeing it online and it looked more pink. I don't know, what does it look like on the back of, oh, it blends so nicely. I'm excited about this. I think I might grab a synthetic brush. Okay, I'm just gonna stamp this in here, bounce it off the back of my hand so I don't have too much. And that is the smallest mirror. I have a better mirror than that. All right. I already have bronzer and highlight on, and I just need a little bit of color to my face. I think there's a good chance I'm going to start trying more of the Fenty stuff now that it's at Ulta. I'll tell you, I try and get most of my stuff at Ulta because their rewards program is just so much better than Sephora's. You know, every now and again I'll be able to like use 500 points at Sephora to get $10 off, and I'm like, that's it. Like, I've got $138 worth of money saved up at Ulta, and I love that it's actual money that I can go in there and use, and it doesn't take as long to accumulate. So I like that. I'm not gonna normally use it as a lip product, but I just wanna see. It's pretty. I like that. Okay, I do have other lip products, but it makes a very cohesive look, and I like that. I realized that I paused with the eye makeup because I wanted to show you the liner that I got. And then I started putting cream products on my face, and I was like, and all I need now is a lip, and it's not. I need to finish my eyes. All right, so I picked up this Inglot Liner. This is their AMC Gel Liner. And well, it's brand new. Let's open it up. Every time I mention like my eyeliner goals, what I'm looking for in an eyeliner, inevitably someone says, have you tried the Inglot? And I have for the longest time been meaning to, and I haven't. So I picked up this brown shade. This is shade number 90. I'm curious as to what this looks like all on its own. So I'm just gonna grab kind of like a little thin brush here and make a little swatchy swatch on the back of my hand. Boy, this is very pigmented. And then the smallest amount makes the darkest line. So I'm always looking for something that is not black. I don't like wearing black eyeliner a ton. So this kind of dark espresso brown is perfect. And I have been forever on the hunt for a product that I can put in my upper waterline and blink and not have it transfer to the lower, because I want the look of lashes that are even just that much longer, because mine are short, they point downwards, they're very finicky eyelashes, but I want that eyelash fantasy. So my goal has always been to find a product that I could put in my upper waterline that when I blink doesn't transfer to the bottom. I don't want, you know, like a ring of darkness around my eye. I only want it in the top so that it makes my eyelashes look that much longer. So I'm trying to blank out all of that space in the upper waterline just for a little illusion. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's probably too much. So I'm just gonna look up and stamp this close to my lashes and then a little farther back. This is exciting to me because I like the look. I feel like my lash line's a little bit darker, but it's not heavy. And I don't see anything transferring down here. Have I just found like, I don't know, the Goldilocks of eyeliners? And it's been there for years and I didn't know it. All right, let's keep going. I'm super happy with the way this turned out. This little tiny kitten wing and the getting it in my upper waterline without getting it in my lower waterline. I'm gonna throw some mascara on and I'll come back and show you the obscene amount of new lip products I have collected in the last few days. Okay. It took me a while to get my mascara on and then clean up after myself, because when it comes to mascara, I love mascara, but I get it places it doesn't belong. On the lid, below the lid, like over here. And so I had to take a minute, a clean spoolie, or I think I did also use a Q-tip and just kind of like, nope, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. So it's been a while since I finished putting on my liner. But have you noticed, like right here in the lower waterline, I'm getting just a hair of brown kind of building up. It's not really bad, but like I feel like you can see it a lot more like over here, and that's what I was hoping this wouldn't do. I don't know. With every blink, I do see more and more brown building up in the lower waterline, and it's just as easy to take a clean Q-tip and, you know, get rid of it. But I find that I don't have time throughout the day to stop and do that. And I don't know, maybe I'm putting it too far back. Maybe I need to keep it close to, like, just close to the lashes, but my goal is to really blank out the entire waterline. That's what I want. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I'm having unrealistic expectations. I don't know. I was sure this was gonna be like my favorite Goldilocks. Like, guess what it can do? I'm gonna keep playing with it. But I love the little tiny baby wing that it gave me. Love this. So I'll probably continue to use this, and I like that it kind of stays where it's put, but not my waterline. All right, let's do some, okay, I got a ton of lip products. This was not part of my Ulta purchase, but I was in Walgreens the other day and I got 3 of these, what are they called? These are the Glow Paradise Balms from L'Oreal. They were buy 2, get 1 free, and I was like, yes. And so I got, like, of course, you know, really nude pinky shades. I don't know that they're all right for me, but I might share one with my daughter who is just getting into makeup. This one here is number 180, and this one is called Beige Eden. This one here is 110. This is Pastel Exhalation? Exaltation. It's really tiny writing. This one here I think is my favorite. This one is shade number 150, Rose Mirage. I feel like I've been wearing these this week, and I'll tell you, initially my thoughts are they stay on longer than I thought because they're obviously sheer. Like, look how sheer this one is right here. Very, very sheer. They're glossy, but they're not like super shiny. So if you like a light, not quite too much lipstick, you're gonna like these. So I wore these all this week while I was working. I started working part-time, 3 days a week, and I'm working in a dental office. And the state that I live in still, even though the mask mandate is gone, if you work in a healthcare setting, you still have to wear a mask. So of course we're all still wearing masks, but I was wanting something where I wouldn't end up with like clown mouth, but it was still nourishing. So I picked those up, and this is the one that I feel like is the prettiest on me. This one reads a little corally Florida 1980s grandma. And this one's a little bit beigeier, almost more caramely than I would like on my skin tone. But they all work, and I'll probably continue to use them. NYX came out with new lip liners, and I got 2 of them. These are the Line Loud lip pencils. This is a new formulation for NYX, and I have 2 shades. This one here is Fierce Flirt, and this one is Rebel Red. I've been looking for a long wear gel liner. I have been loving the ones from Pat McGrath, from Lisa Eldridge. I've always liked the ones from Charlotte Tilbury, but those guys are all $20+. Like the Lisa Eldridge one is $25, and I have been going through those so fast. I'm like, I need to find a less expensive option. So I wanted to try these. I'm gonna use this one today, and let's line our lips with it. The older I get, the more non-negotiable it is. I need a lip liner. So I completely finished filling in my lips, and I feel like it has a slightly, I don't know, it feels dry. It's definitely matte. I don't know that I love the texture. And I feel like I've been spoiled because once you start paying $20+ for a liner and you love the way that it glides and it feels on the lips and it wears all day, I'm willing to maybe not have that. If I can get these, I think these were like, what, $8? I picked up this new lip product from L'Oreal and it looked really interesting. This is their Paradise Balm in Gloss. So it's gonna be glossy, it's gonna be balmy. I have the shade Blissful Blush. It's right here. I've been wanting something that is comfortable, that is glossy. I've definitely been wanting more glossy lips. And I don't know if that's because the weather warms up and I feel like, you know, warmer weather is gloss season, but this is a very pillowy, plush feel to it. I wonder if I over applied. I would never do that. That's my problem always, because I kept dipping in. I felt like I wasn't getting a ton on the applicator, and maybe you don't need as much as I've been putting on, but I'm always more, especially with lip products. And glossy lip products, I want all the gloss. I feel like this is a really pretty combo. It's very neutral, it's a little dialed down, it's not too intense, and I didn't expect these two to go so well together, but I'm really curious about what this is gonna look like just on its own, because look at that. Sheer and glossy and glowy. Yes. Chances are I'll probably wear this more just on its own. I'm gonna throw it in my purse so I have it with me, and I wanna figure out whether this is gonna be one of those. Is it already? I feel like I'm getting a little bit of, and I over applied, I just will admit it, but I'm getting a little bit of product collecting in the corner. All right, I already felt it starting to kind of collect a little bit in the corners. I don't know that I'm gonna love this. I don't know, I was getting a little bit of a line too, and it could be that I put too much on. It could be. I always put too much on. I always do, but I have to know that about myself. So either I need to try it and like put less on, or I just need to decide that because I like to put a lot of lip product on, this product, you know, kind of settles into the corners. I get a real definitive line like right before my lip goes from the dry outside to the wet inside, whatever that line is. I feel like I had product kind of collecting there. And it's such a pretty shade though. I mean, like it's shiny, it's glossy. I need to put on less before I judge. I got a lot of stuff that was not necessarily new, like these guys here, like the Inglot, the Fenty, and this, they're not brand new. But then I did pick up some newer products, like these just launched. This is very new to the market, and this gloss balm situation I feel like is new as well, as is this formula here. So I'm curious to see how all of this wears. I will check back with you, give you a full-on review after I've had a chance to wear it several more times, but I think overall, first impressions, I like the look that I got. I think it looks really pretty. I like most of the formulations. I'm not sure about this, but I'm gonna reserve judgment until I apply not too much of it. I do feel like it turned out really pretty, and I think it's a nice overall look. I would love to know if you've been trying anything that's new, like a new launch that you have thoughts about, or if there are products that you've been looking and eyeballing for a while and you finally decided to give them a try. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.